So, what did we do with the information? How did the Futures Us try to make change in these different areas in our community? Collaboratively and with community voice always in mind. So what have we done over the years? Year one was about gathering information through the Thrive Assessment, house meetings, family dinners, and just conversations with community members to understand and plan. While year two was about building and educating. A great, huge accomplishment of ours was the development of our Youth and Parent Advisory Council, aka YPAC. The heart and soul, the experts of the Future is Us, the youth and parents that actually have lived experience with our local school district and, unfortunately, school to prison pipeline. Our YPAC are who came up with our mission statement to fight for Galveston youth through community voice so future generations can meet their full potential, and are who approved our awesome logo. Another accomplishment of our YPAC was the whole process of hiring our youth and parent lead advocates who led and organized community events, developed our website, spoke at GISD board meetings, city meetings, community meetings, conferences, local, state, and national, and attended trainings themselves so they were informed. And we compensated them for their time and their expertise. Another thing in year two was that our policy brief was created by a UTMB medical and Masters of Public Health student and our former policy task force lead. Our evaluation team and members of our Youth Advisory Council all worked together to create this policy brief that you can access at our website that summarizes local and national statistics, elevates youth voices, and provides research-based recommendations for remedies to stop the school to prison pipeline, like banning willful defiance suspensions. Our policy brief, since it's been created, has been shared at school board meetings, state and national conferences, and our community events. If you've heard us talk before, you've definitely heard the Future is Us talk about our policy brief. We're super proud of it. COVID also started in year two, further highlighting and reminding us of the long history of unethical medical treatment and the persistent health inequities that many minorities, not all minorities, experience. To bridge this gap between healthcare professionals and the community, we held our COVID-19 in Context panel with members of the Future is Us, UTMB physicians, and our medical student to talk for an hour long on Facebook Live to just answer questions from the community that they had about COVID-19 and the vaccine. We also provided resources so that they could continue their health and well-being afterwards. Did you know that an equity audit was done at GISD with a Mental Health America grant in 2021? Yeah. The Future is Us, Causeway, Galveston, and GISD all worked together for the grant, for there to be an audit to be done and referred to an equity task force that would be made up of GISD Education Board, parents, teachers, and students that would develop a comprehensive plan that would address the equity issues in GISD, ensuring all students attending were provided the highest quality education. The audit was done by Texas A&M, but unfortunately, GISD had a change in leadership and the results were kept internally. And the task force wasn't developed. However, after our Youth Advisory Council petitioned door to door, a public records request was done and we got the audit results. We now use the results to inform our decision making and we love to share with everyone and anyone. Check them out here. Now keep in mind, a lot has changed since 2021. But the data is still there. Year three and on has been about action, getting out in the community and doing, making change in education, social networks and trust, arts and cultural expression, norms and culture, and being and becoming, collaboratively and with always the community in mind. For education, one way to bring change is to bring awareness to the issue. We talked a lot and all over. We continue to be speaking at conferences, school board meetings, community meetings, state meetings, partner meetings, everything, just to continue spreading the word. We also brought education to our community on knowing our rights, on how to advocate, knowing what your rights are in the school district, what your rights are in the community. We partnered with Children's Defense Fund Texas, who created a Texas Legislation 101 course that our Youth Advisory Council and Galveston's Boys and Girls Club got to attend. Our policy task force created a public comment workshop so our community would know how to submit a public comment. and tune in to city council meetings. The amazing Miss Tammy Lang Campbell, founder of the Honey Brown Hope Foundation, came and provided her training on how to advocate for your child, a toolkit for Black and Brown parents and guardians. This toolkit provides step-by-step guides, templates, sample letters, and tips on how to be an effective advocate for your children, responding to excessive and wrongful punishment of their children, and how to protect their children from discriminatory discipline policies that fuel the school-to-prison pipeline. Movie nights to raise critical consciousness at Jack Johnson Park and virtually via Facebook Live also happened.